It's the biggest battle in the state of Louisiana, and this year, it's in Baton Rouge. 10-1 Grambling State goes heads up with the 2-10 Southern Jaguars. And the Tigers are rocking their new icy white helmets for the first time. First quarter action, Charlie Brooks takes the handoff, drops his shoulder, and fights for 8 yards. A few plays later, Austin with the drop back and hits Clark on the curl for 15. Then Phil keeps the option right, tries to juke but gets tackled after a gain of 9 yards. Later, Higgin catches the screen pass, gets a few blocks, and gains 9 yards. 2 plays later, Brooks takes the handoff, bounces off his blockers, and walks into the end zone. Tigers strike first, 7-0. Jaguars take over. Steele goes up the gut, stiff arms, and fights forward for 8. Then Steele gets it again, sweeps right, gets great downfield blocking, and is off to the races. Freeman dives and makes the tackle after a gain of 20. Few plays later, Gay drops back, finds a crease, turns upfield, avoids the hit, and gains 9. Later, Gay drops back, tries to scramble, but Cam Richardson is there for the sack. Southern would try a field goal, but miss. Great stand by the G-Men defense. Next Tigers possession, Austin drops back and throws it to Salmon, and he's off to the races. The speedy wideout turns on the Jets and gets tackled after a gain of 48. Then Austin goes back to the air, hitting Gunn on the outside. He's tackled after picking up 15. Next play, Charlie Brooks gets his second TD on the day, Grambling up 14-0. Jags take over. Gay fakes the handoff, drops back and hits Nugent on the drag. He fights for 10 yards. Then Gay with the deep drop. He tries to scramble right, but Brandon Varner is there to get the sack. That's number 12 for the senior. 3rd and 1 for the Jags. Steele tries to take the counter right, but the Tigers are there for the tackle. It's a 5-yard loss. Southern on to try the field goal. It's up, and it hits the crossbar. No good. Tigers look to capitalize. Austin and the wideouts are eating on the curl routes today. Clark picks up 16 on this catch. Then Austin drops back and hits Salmon on the slant for a gain of 13. A few plays later, Austin keeps the option right, cuts inside, gets a block from Blunt, gets upfield, and is tackled at the 15. Drive was stalled, and the Tigers would settle for 3. 17-0 GSU. Southern goes 3 and out, and Austin is picking apart the defense. He hits Clark again, this time for 17. Then Austin drops back, rolls out left, breaks the pocket, turns upfield, and picks up 13 on this scramble. Next play, Higgins takes the counter right, bounces it outside, gets the corner, and is pushed out after picking up 12. Then here's a bit of history for you. Brooks gains 9 yards and breaks the Grambling State season rushing record. What a season for the freshman. And he would add more to the record. Brooks bounces outside, makes a cut, and it takes 2 Jags to bring him down after a 24-yard gain. And you have to finish what you start. Brooks gets his 3rd TD on the day. Tigers rolling 24-0. Southern looking to get some things going. Gay drops back, finds a crease up the middle, and the freshman QB gains 8. Then Gay shows off his touch. Check out this ball to Seals on the sideline for a 21-yard gain. Later on 4th and 2, Jones shows off his power, destroying Jackson with a stiff arm and picking up 9 yards. And just before the half, the Jags try a field goal. It's up and good, but it's been all Tigers in the first half. 24-3 is their score at halftime. Let's see if the G-Man can keep it going in the second. Start of the third, Tigers D-line turn up the juice. Allen Clark splits the double team and brings down Gay, but Steele will get those yards back and more, taking the draw up the gut for 8. Then Gay drops back and hits Stuckey across the middle for a pickup of 11. Next play, Steele gets it again, bounces it outside, and gets pulled down after a gain of 16. And check this out. Gay drops back. He hits Merritt on the check down. 3 Tigers dive at him and miss, and Merritt could go all the way. 47 yards to the house. Southern gets on the board, 24-10 Grambling. Tigers look to answer back. The curl routes were working. Clark and Austin link up for another 15 yards. Then Brooks takes the handoff, weaves through traffic, and gains 11. Then Austin drops back and hits route on the slant, and he walks into the end zone. GSU's up 3 touchdowns. Jag still fighting, still goes up the middle untouched, and is finally tackled after gaining 19. Later, Gay with the play action, and he throws a dart to Seals on the sideline for 11. Then the Jaguars' run game is picking up steam. Steele goes absolutely beast mode, sheds 2 tackles, turns it upfield, and picks up 29. A few plays later, Steele tries to bounce it outside, but Smith drops the hammer, and it's a fumble. Carey is there to recover, and he is off to the races. The freshman takes it back 92 yards for the scoop and score, 38-10 GSU. Southern still fighting. Gay with the drop back, steps up, hits Black on the outside for 20. Then Gay goes back to the air and finds Gorman on the sideline. He toe touches for 14. Later in the drive, still takes the counter right, finds a crease, and walks into the end zone. GSU's lead down to 21. Tigers take back over. Higgins takes the handoff, gets freaky on a defender, and picks up 10. A few plays later, Austin drops back and connects with Gunn on the outside. The freshman-to-freshman connection leads to 15. Then Higgins catches the screen, starts wide, cuts back inside, then bounces outside, turns upfield, turns on the Jets, and he's pushed out just short of the end zone. But he would get his touchdown on the next play, 45-17 GSU. After the Jags go 3 and out, first team O is still on the field. Brooks goes up the gut for 10. Then Austin drops back and hits Salmon on the outside, and he picks up 22. It would lead to another Grambling State field goal. The G-Man defense forced a 3 and out, and Austin is still throwing. He hits Clark for 10. Then Austin in an empty backfield. And check out the catch by Pate across the middle. He turns on the speed and picks up 31. Next play, Tigers have a little fun. Higgins at QB, and he keeps the option right for a gain of 3. 2 plays later, Austin throws his second TD of the day to Pate, and that would do it. Grambling State rolls big, 55-17. What a day for Phil Austin, 19 of 27 for 303 yards and 2 scores. On the ground, Charlie Brooks keeps putting up numbers. 14 carries for 111 yards and 3 scores. Higgins carried the rock 15 times for 54 yards and 1 score. Austin chipped in with 77 yards on the ground. Out wide, DJ Clark led the way with 5 grabs for 79 yards. Pate and Rout both had a touchdown in this game. On defense, the captain, DeAndre Bridgewater, led the way with 9 tackles, and the D-line had 3 sacks. And, of course, Josh Carey had that scoop and score that went 92 yards. What a showing by our G-men, moving our record to 11-1 on the season and cracking the top 10 in the polls. But it's not over yet. We have to get ready to find out which bowl game we're headed to. We'll talk about that in the Tigers Den podcast, plus season stats and a look at our final recruiting board. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're brand new, and hit those links down in my description. Follow your boy on Twitter, IG, and Facebook at Big C Gat Game. And I'll talk to you guys in the Tigers Den podcast. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.